This emotional reunion between a lion and the men who raised him has become a YouTube sensation and touched the hearts of millions.
It was just an incredible reunion. Whether we were human or he was animal was sort of irrelevant.
It has to be the kind of ultimate moment of life with Christian, really.
You've only got to see that embrace. You can't describe it in any other way. It's an embrace of love.
This extraordinary bond was first formed in 60s London when two friends bought a lion cub.
He just adored them. It's the way he looked at them. You can see the love in his eyes.
And it endured even after they released him to fight for acceptance in an African pride.
We thought he could be killed.
It was a chapter in Christian's life that saw his deadly rival become his greatest friend. This is the untold story of Christian, the lion cub from Harrods. London, 1969. The music, fashion and youth culture centre of the world. King's Road, in the hippest part of London, was a magnet for artists and travellers keen to take part in the city's hedonistic lifestyle. It was here that university friends John Rendall and Ace Bourke came from Australia to make their mark.
Well, it was a well-worn path, in fact. It was like a rite of passage.
And Australians headed for London. It was the Mecca. It was where everything was happening. It was the exciting, swinging London.
It was just a marvellous time to be there. We did know a lot of quite well-known people.
The Rolling Stones, we would see them driving up and down the King's Road. This was a fantastic time to be in London.
As well as partying with rock stars and actors, the newly arrived Australians took a trip to see Harrods, the world-famous Knightsbridge store that even had its own zoo department.
Pure Brazilian tapir, vultures, fruit bats, raccoons. People would say that you could get anything from Harrods, from a pin to an elephant. And we did actually get an elephant for somebody at one time.
Yes. Hand-reared cubs, of course, because these are so very much tamer.
In November 1969, Harrods put two lion cubs on sale, Marta, a lioness, and Marcus, who would be renamed Christian. The cubs came from Ilfracombe Zoo in Devon, the fifth generation of their family to be born in captivity.
It was an absolutely astounding moment to just look and see these two beautiful creatures for sale.
Christian was just full of personality, and he was so irresistible.
And we just kind of looked at each other and said, right, we're going to buy him.
In the 60s, keeping exotic animals as pets was popular and perfectly legal. It was not until 1976 that the Endangered Species Act, a law of restricting their sale, came into force. Harrods interviewed all potential buyers.
Yes, fine.
To ensure that the lion cubs went to responsible owners.
John asked all the right questions, wanted to know what the pitfalls would be, and always felt that they would do the best for Christian anyway.
Ace and John passed the Harrods test and bought Christian for 250 guineas, the equivalent of over £3,000 today. Neither one had any experience of big cats.
The reaction to us buying Christian was probably universally, you've both gone mad, and it's quite dangerous, and you're stupid, and it'll end in tears.
Ace and John would soon realise that bringing up a lion in the middle of London was going to be a huge challenge.